Hi guys, we're going to be talking about time when our talented played the role of the teacher. They will tell the story what they did that day. So let's start with Hero.
Hello.
Yes, it's going to be a lot of work to do today. Good morning, teacher. And those students. Morning, class. Wow. Now the students are making noise. I. It's gonna be really hard for me to become a teacher. The, the, the bell rang and class was over. I realized being a teacher is it was very hard. And the students, they were not listening. So I wanted to really thank all the teachers at as their very smart, intelligent level. So I decided to set up a present because they work a lot hard, a lot. As maybe some people in the classroom make noise, like you. And then how does the teacher call everyone like stop making noise and focus? So they really like do it in a nice way. Teachers a lot. Yes, they're very.
Thank you, Hiral. I think Rohika can take over.
Okay, now let's start with Anika.
Hello, guys. Today I'll be sharing you a story when I was a teacher. Hey, guess what? My teacher said that I have to be the teacher for the day. I'm not ready for this. Hopefully, my classmates will be good. Okay. Thankfully, my teacher gave me a chart of what to do. Okay. Time for attendance. Let's just say it was amazing. I got everyone's name correct. Because they're my classmates. Of course I knew them. Time for the second thing. Gym. Okay. Gym was crazy. Everyone was just running around like they're supposed to do. I thought everyone wants to listen to me. Not like a normal teacher. Now that everyone's good, time for the third thing. By the way, school is 8 hours, so every hour we do something. Okay, back to the story. Science. We went outside to discover how grass grows. Snack time. I get rest. Yay. And guess what? Only 3 more hours of school! I guess school is really short. Okay, it was time for writing. The chart said they have to write about things about grass. I thought that was a bit boring. So instead, I made them write about how you would be a teacher. Then it was circle time. The question of the day was, how was it like me being the teacher? And everyone answered responsibly except two students, Yassine and Callie. And guess what Yassine said? He said everyone is a big lump of poop. Yeah. And then the bell rang. I was getting ready to go home on my bus. That's how my day as a teacher was. Thank you.
Lovely, Anika. Next, we hear it again from Rohika. Please take over.
Okay, now let's hear it from Aline.
Hello everyone, my name is Eileen and today I'll be reading a story at the perspective of Miss Appleberry. Let's see. February 18, 2021, 9 a.m. Today was the most ordinary day of my life. I stepped into my classroom. Today wasn't the most ordinary day in my life. Right off the bat, a pink frosted cupcake flies past my ear, a millimeter away from my shocked face. All right, own up, I yelled. Despite wanting to be the sweetest teacher in the world, I can have my strict rules and temper. I did it, but it was an accident. A small white boy with chocolate brown hair yelped from the corner. No buts! I've been putting up with you for 3 years and you still can't fix yourself. I've been lenient with you all this while and you're simply just taking this freedom for granted. And blah and blah and blah. I had to say a long speech and lecture Matthew, the boy. I didn't like to do this, but these mad children made me to. February 18, 2021, 12 p.m. Maybe I might have exaggerated in my last session. These kids are so sweet, it melts my heart sometimes. Becky Hills, my favorite student, came up to me and gave me a homemade brownie. She said she made it herself, but I know if she did, she would have burned her house down. Her Goldilocks hair was tied in pigtails, and her pearly teeth shone a smile on her face. The brownie was pretty good, again confirming the fact that Becky did not bake the brownie. She even shared it with her whole class, leaving a bit for her and her best friend, Sarah. After this, Matthew even owned up to me and told me the whole story. Turns out, when he was throwing the cupcake in the trash from afar, it accidentally hit me. Why didn't you eat it? I asked. That was a fake cupcake that Ron had pranked me with. Only the frosting is real. I gave him a warning and he hopped off to his seat. Boy, am I glad to teach a class as sweet as this. February 19, 2021, 10 p.m. Ah, finally the weekend. Today I went to the park to spend my holiday and pang, nostalgia hit me in the face. The slides, the swings, and my childhood favorite, the seesaw. It all came flooding back to me. I stood there watching in awe. So that day, I decided I'm going to honor my childhood and buy some strawberry ice cream, with sprinkles, of course. Oh, but don't you have diabetes? Nobody cares. As I was finishing up my ice cream, I noticed a small child with Goldilocks hair and icy blue eyes standing next to me. She looked to be about 4. She dragged me to a wooden bench where her mother and Becky were seated. Wow, Becky! I'm so surprised to see you here. Is this your little sister? I blurted out. Yes, Miss Appleberry, she said, smiling. She is so adorable. By the way, Mrs. Hills, I appreciated the brownie. It was amazing. Why, thank you, Miss Appleberry, said the old woman. She had streaks of gray in her bushy but neat hair. She had wrinkles on her face but still looked quite young. Well, I should be heading home. Goodbye, Mrs. Hills, and goodbye to you little cuties, I said as I walked to my bike so I could go home. Mrs. Hills had one more son, but he's in college, away from home right now. Does that explain the white streaks in her hair? Goodbye to you, my dear journal. It's time to go to bed. I need to correct the children's notebooks tomorrow. Thank you.
That was lovely indeed. Thank you, girls. It was very beautiful to see you as teachers.